Good morning, Jack. I see that you're doing Mr. T's jump roping workout, huh?
Yeah.
Just take your time. You got that rhythm he showed you. Well, hey, I need your help. Can you stop your jump roping? You've been going for about 2 minutes. You're going to be just starting to shoot in a second. Come on, hold the camera for me. Hi, a lot of you guys might not know me, but I'm Miss Freeman Moore and I'm down in the basement. For those of you that do, hi. I have school spirit. How about you? I am wearing my blue shirt and it's really hard to find yellow pants. But come on. So yesterday, we were Crazy Hat Day. I don't have many hats, but I wanted to show you some of my kids. Can you show them right here? This is one of my kids with his crazy hat on. You go, Anand. And this is another one of my friends with their crazy hats on, her and her sister and their dolls. So we're showing a lot of spirit. How about you guys? All right, the other thing I want to say is thumbs up to Ms. Wade. Come on over here. Did any of you go out on a nature walk? We found this beautiful flower right here. And then my son is 6 and he drew that flower for me. I'm gonna have that forever. It's really... All right, we need to stop that for a second so we can say the pledge. Come on, here we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please put the ball down because we need to do a moment of silence. Put the ball down.
Miss Freeman Moore, what's the weather tomorrow?
I heard that yesterday was in the 60s, today's gonna be in the 50s, and it's still gonna be partly cloudy. We got the sun out right now, hopefully it'll stay out.
What are you having for lunch today?
Well, you know what? We really do need to drink a lot of water, so I'm definitely gonna have water with my lunch, and I think I'm gonna have something hot like a soup and maybe a grilled cheese sandwich. I love when Miss Teresia makes those in the cafeteria.
Hello All-Stars! Today we are going to make a pan flute out of straws. So, the process is very simple. You're going to want to grab some, well, I'm going to say non-reusable straws. If you have any extra straws lying around your house that your parent or guardian says that you can use for this project, grab them. These are mine. I got 8 of them so that we can do all 8 notes of the scale. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our handy dandy electrical tape. If you don't have electrical tape readily available, you can also probably use regular tape, but since I have electrical tape and it's nice and sturdy, I'm going to use this. You want to make sure to pull a very long amount, not too long, but just about this length, because if you look at my straws when I hold them all up like this, all together, they are about half the length of this. And the goal is that I can wrap this tape around all of these straws. So what I'm going to do, here I'll tilt you down. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these straws and about right here on the straw is where I'm going to stick it to the tape. I'm going to do this, trying to measure the top of each straw to the other straw and sticking them down on the tape right next to one another, just like this. Once you've got your tape pulled out, it's pretty easy to do, and if you get something stuck, you can pretty easily remove it and try it again. All right. Let's see if I can get the rest of these on there like this. It doesn't matter what the straw looks like. It only matters that you're lining them up pretty evenly. And if we accidentally make a mistake there, we can always fix it up. All right, so now you see how much extra tape I have? I'm going to fold this side up like that, right there. I'm going to cut this side here, and then I'm going to take this and fold it around to make sure that we have a nice, securely wrapped bunch of straws. So now this is what we have. Do you notice how not all of the straws are the exact same length? Ideally, we want them all to be the same length up top, and we have a few over here that are slightly different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pair of scissors, and I'm going to cut across. You'll get a few little straw bits, but do not worry. I'm going to cut across. If you need any confetti, this is the perfect way to get it. All right. Gonna just really make sure all of them are nice and neat. Okay. So, what might work best is if you cut them each one at a time, which might be a little bit difficult to do with these scissors. I would definitely say this is the point in time when you're trying to even all these out. If you've made a mistake like I have and you need to even all of your pipes out, where you ask a parent and or guardian to help make sure that you've got everything even. It always is a good thing to have an extra set of eyes. And this is probably why I should have taken a little more time at the very beginning, making sure that all of my pipes were even. All right, but now we've got them mostly together. And now what I'm going to do is, before I even it up and we start getting to the actual pipe making part, I'm going to even up the other side, because you'll notice this looks quite long. We can actually cut down on the amount of waste that we produce if we make 2 sets of pipes from the same set of straws. If you're confused about what I'm saying right now, you'll see what I mean in just a bit. All right, I'm going to clear off my workstation so that I have enough space. I'm going to take my tape. I'm going to stretch it out again. Put it on the table here, and I will bring you down so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Now, I'm going to take this other side. I'm going to make sure that it's nice and flat. And I'm going to stick it down like this. If I have any issues with the spacing, I just have to make sure to adjust them. But there we go. You just want to press down. Cut this part off right here. And do the same thing that we did before, where we bring that side up. We take this side like this, making sure everything's still nice and flat. We wrap it all the way around. So now we are ready to cut it again. You're going to take your scissors at an angle like this because you want to make sure that you're cutting it so that it looks like this. The reason why we do that, and I would like you to listen right now as I play it, is because we want to make sure that each different straw makes a different sound. Do you hear that? How the longest straw had the lowest sound and the shortest straw had the highest sound? If you remember playing with boom whackers in music class, you'll remember that the longer boom whackers, just like the longer pipe right here, the longer straw, made the lower sounds, and the shorter ones made the higher sounds. That's one of the things in music that we use. The longer something is, the lower its sound. The shorter something is, the higher its sound when it comes to things like boom whackers or things like pan flutes. So that's why we want to make sure that we cut it diagonally like this so that we get a bunch of different sounds. It'll make it much more interesting. All right, so you're going to take this. You're going to cut into the straw. Don't worry if it kind of flattens out while you do it. It's going to be helpful as we go through to make sure that we get a nice even cut. All right, now your pipes might be slightly different sizes. As you can see, this one's slightly bigger, this one's slightly smaller. However, both of them should be able to be played. And I chose 8 because if we think about our musical alphabet, we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, which is 7. And then to finish off the scale, we start again with A. Now, that's not exactly what these might sound like because depending on the length and the sound of the straw, it might sound different. But if you'll listen to me play this, I'll show you. They're not all going to sound exactly like a scale would, but the idea of having 8 of them is that you can theoretically play a scale. Now in this case, because they're so close in size, I think that they're going up by half steps, which means that the distance between the pitches is slightly different than it would be for a regular scale. But you can still make really fun sounds like this. And let's try out this one. So you can hear this one's a little bit more higher pitched than this one. Listen again. And can you tell how this one, because it's longer, sounds a little bit lower than this one? And let's compare these two. Kind of similar, right? Because they are about the same length and straws. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial today. Let me know if you make any of these pan flute straw contraptions. And again, I hope you have a great rest of your school year. I love you all and miss you all, and I can't wait to see you again. Bye-bye.
Bueno, señorita Palomino, ha sido un placer hablar contigo. ¿Nos vemos mañana?
Sí, nos vemos y hablamos mañana.
Chao.
Adiós a todos. Adiós.
Adiós.
Before I go, there was a quote from our superintendent, and I thought it was really great. And I wanted to leave you with a little hope and happiness. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. I feel like the Hufflepuffs and All-Stars have both. See you tomorrow.